What is this fake bitch crying about? Like, bitch, they're talking about tequila and you're crying? Get away from me. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, ladies and gentlemen. This show is fucking triggering. So we start out with Erica's drunken behavior, her trying to get back the $1.3 million diamond earrings. And Andy just lets her go with, oh, it's for legal reasons. What are the legal reasons? Put it back on your ears. She is so cold. Like, I've never seen anything like it. The other time she cried was when they talked about all the shit she lost, like her Pasadena house. That was when this bitch cried. She didn't cry that she was awful human being to a 14-year-old. She didn't cry that she didn't care about the passengers or their family members who are now living with the fraudulent human being that she was married to, causing them so much financial grief. She didn't cry, but when they bring up the house that she lost, she's boo-boo crying. And Garcelle, to me, is too graceful for these bitches. Because the 14-year-old conversation comes up, like Erica cursing at him. I'm not even going to repeat what the hell she said. But Dorit is trying to pussy pop and run around and explain herself away. Kyle is like, oh, me and Mauricio are really appalled. When we saw it, we felt horrible. You knew she said the crazy stuff to him. And Garcelle is like, what part of that was okay? She's like, oh, nothing was okay. Like, they don't even hold their feet to the fire long enough for them to live in it. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Which Garcelle says, like, you look crazy going after them because they give you these fake apologies and you have to kind of move on. Then Kathy Hilton comes in, which is what we've all been waiting for. Everybody's face. Her sister looks uncomfortable. Her sister even had a hot mic moment asking, where is she going to sit? Like, she didn't even want her to sit next to her. You could see her working in the fake tears. Then this bitch busts out crying when they're talking about Casa del Sol. Like, who does that? I'm so pissed. Like, watching this thing, I don't know if I could do next season with all these women. Because it's the microaggressions, it's the fake tears, it's those Fox 4 people getting over and over, and Garcelle being punched down but expected to rise up again. It's crazy, y'all. I don't know. And Kathy is there. Kyle starts crying because they're talking about, oh, the tequila at the stupid hat store where she was like going crazy, and she's there correcting Kathy about the name of the store. Kathy's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, that's not the point. These people are here to crucify my name, and you're not doing anything as my sister. That should be your worry, not me pronouncing a stupid name. You guys, this is getting worse. Then the accusation of the F word being brought up by Erica, the way she says it all laissez-faire, almost like she uses it in her daily life. And Kyle does not say exclusively, oh God, my English is like going crazy. She doesn't say exclusively, like my sister doesn't speak like that. She's like, oh, like Kathy, you said that? What kind of sister is this? And Kathy lays into her. She's like, no one is talking about all the borrowed stuff you have from the victims. Erica's like, really? Kathy's like, yes, you don't own any of that. She's like, who says so? Everybody knows. And Erica is like, this is when they realize Kathy came to fucking play. And I am loving it. Then we get to the accusations from Rena. I guess the manager, from what Kathy says, was very rude to her. She was pissed. She goes to her sister. She's like, let's go. And of course, Kyle, being the sister that wasn't, is like, no, wanting her sister to lose her shit more because she knows her sister. She knows what triggers her. Then she sends Rena, the evil beast, to go with Kathy. And this is when all the accusations that Kathy cursed the girls out. Kathy said she would take Kyle down. She would take NBC down. She would take Bravo down. Why would Kathy want to take all of that down? Like, she works with them. Her daughter's show is on a sister channel with NBC. Like, why would she want to take that down? Make it make sense. Paris's Happily Ever After show is on NBC. And I love how Kathy is coming for these bitches. They are shook because they thought they were going to get classy Kathy that wasn't going to say shit to them. But they're all like looking crazy, especially Cal. Then at the end, Cal is like, mind you, I never heard it. This is like 20 minutes into the accusation. They said your sister used such a horrible word that could destroy her and her family, their businesses, and you're mute. I have a sister and I could curse her out, but ain't nobody else can curse her out, okay? Mm-mm. Still watching this crazy stuff. Kathy definitely held her own. Like, she called Rena out for lying. She wasn't going to be backed into a corner. And it was amazing to see Cal stay on mute. That tells you everything. Her silence was deafening, guys. Like, this lady is accusing your sister of such horrible things. Yes, you guys have, you know, disagreements here and there. Sisters have disagreements. Their stuff is deep. It comes from their mother, who apparently was a party woman, and many things. And probably the financial stuff with Mauricio backhanding Rick Hilton. So they have stuff, and when money is involved, ain't nobody joking about that. So it's just, I don't know. Cal, I am just like, Rena lies. I'm not shocked about that. Talking about she saw the devil, she was traumatized. Girl, you threw a whole glass at him. You've done so many horrible things. You destroyed Denise. You came for Vanderpump when Vanderpump lost her brother and her mother in the same year. And this is the worst. Even Andy's like, but you yell at people, so how is she abusive? Because she's trying to get that narrative. Oh, abuse is not just physical. Of course, people know that. You're the most abusive person on this show. If we go there, the way you treat Sutton, tell me that's not mental and verbal abuse. I can't watch next season. There has to be a shakeup, because this is literally making me physically upset. I cannot do it. Then Kyle is shedding boo-hoo crocodile tears, and Kathy is looking at her like, Kathy is shaking her head because she already knows Kyle is with the shits. Then Kyle catches it. Kyle is like, why are you mad at me, Kathy? Kathy is like, because you're acting like it's all you. Like, when are you going to own up to anything? Because she's trying to throw her sister under the bus without us knowing that she's throwing her sister under the bus. And it's like, Fox ain't stupid. Kathy ain't stupid. She wants to make up with her sister so that Paris and Nikki and, you know, the Hilton power is at the wedding. She doesn't give a crap. Once that wedding is over, Cal will be back to this nonsense. That's what's upsetting her. She's upset that it's messing up what she wants for Farrah. The big Hollywood wedding with the who's who. Like, I don't know. I'm just tired of it. And Dorit is trying to tell Cal, like, what the sister is wanting. Of course, Cal doesn't want to hear the truth. She doesn't. So she shuts Dorit down. And Kathy is just like, girl, I love you, but we gonna see. Because this ain't it. This is not it at all. This pissed me off so bad. He's hugging her for what, bitch? Garcelle's son was abused, no hugs, no sad face, but Cal literally plots against his sister, gets cut, and Andy's like, oh, I'm sorry, this was hard for you. Get the hell away from me. Y'all tell me what you think about this stupid ass episode. I am so pissed. I hate this show right now.